Hi, Will from MusicTech here at the NAMM show in Anaheim with Adam from Chandler. Adam, how are you doing?
Great. How are you doing, Will?
I'm very well, thanks. And we're looking at the Swiss Army knife of microphones. Tell us more.
Sure. So at this NAMM show 2019, we're debuting the Chandler Limited EMI Abbey Road Studios TG microphone. And this is a departure from the Red microphone, where the Red microphone had the Red 47 tube preamp, Holy Grail preamp from EMI and Abbey Road Studios built into it that was used in the Red 51 consoles. Rather than sort of redo that in the transistor TG era of EMI from the TG 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 consoles, Wade decided, you know what, I want a very utilitarian microphone, something that could be like the Swiss Army knife of microphones. And what he incorporated into it was from the EMI TG mastering consoles, they had a little NAB IEC tape equalizer, so they could be able to play back on their IEC spec tape machines. They could go ahead and play back NAB tapes that would maybe be shipped over from Capitol Records and play them back correctly. So on the console, rather than recalibrate the machines, you had this little NAB IEC tape equalizer, and you can go 7.5 IPS, 15 IPS, and vice versa if you're going the opposite direction.
And how does that affect the sound?
Well, what's incredible about it is it's just this wonderful circuit that Wade's always loved. And so he took those curves, those tape equalizer curves, and he readjusted them for recording music. So it's a very thick sound. You can actually, with the curves, he's made it thick. You can go more treble. You can go sort of middle of the road, all kinds of things. And to be honest, you know, you got the tape equalizer in the back. There's 5 settings there. Then you've got these low cut filters, 90 and 50 hertz, and you can actually use those to modify those sounds further. So you have a System A and a System B. System A is going to be more harmonically rich, what you'd expect from like our TG preamplifiers, 3rd and 4th order harmonics going on there. And then if you go into System B, it's a little bit more pristine, about 6 dB lower. It cleans up a little bit, but with the pad on in System B, you can put this in front of raging guitar cabinets and kick drums and bass cabinets, stuff like that. And a FET 47 would actually distort before this microphone does. Pretty incredible. So between A and B, you get about 10 sounds on A and about 10 more sound possibilities in System B. And
so let's just see the back of that, shall we?
Sure, we'll switch this around here real quick. And there you go. So we've got it actually labeled just like it was on the TG mastering consoles, where it's 7.5, 15 IPS on NAB versus IEC, and the opposite over here. And flat is flat relative to the mic, not flat so much in a frequency curve because it does have its own sound. Also important to note, the microphone is Cardioid and Omni patterns, got a 10 dB pad here, and it's also does not rely on phantom power. It's not your typical FET mic. It has its own power supply, little guy that fits in about the palm of your hands.
And what's the advantage of that?
Well, the advantage of it is like 48 volts is kind of a compromise. Wade never liked 48 volts. It kind of doesn't, most FET microphones only use about a fraction of a volt on the capsule. And Wade just said, you know what, true to form, let's everything bigger. He's got a full 50 volts on this capsule. So the sound of this mic sounds more like what you get from a tube mic, sonic footprint wise, but it's in a FET. So when you compare it to FETs, they sound a lot smaller than this microphone. So you can use it anywhere from like pedal steel to soft female vocals to raging guitar cabinets, bass cabs, kick drums, etc.
Excellent. And how much is it going to cost then?
Its MAP is $1849 here in the US.
And available when?
We start shipping in 2 weeks.
Thank you very much, Adam. That's
You're
great.